I'm going to tell you about the 3 things I learned getting pneumonia in a pandemic. I never get sick, I never get a cold, I never get the flu, I've never had a flu shot, I don't get sick.
Really? We're supposed to believe that?
I don't take any medications, and then there I was sitting in a wheelchair in the ER in a hospital during a pandemic, struggling for air, not wearing a mask. Yikes. So it came on me quickly. Didn't have a cough, I didn't have a tight chest, I didn't have a cold, didn't have a fever. It just kind of came out of nowhere. All of a sudden I'm having a little pain on these sides when I'm taking like a medium-sized or a deep breath. It felt like electric shock. So here's the top 3 things I learned. Number 1, what's the number 1 place you never want to be in during a pandemic? Walmart? No, Cleveland, the ER. That's where all the COVIDs are being. That's a good word. Never been this sick before, and I've never had anything come on me so quickly. It was like 2 hours, complete change. All of a sudden, my body is saying, nope, you have pneumonia, and you didn't know it, but we know it, and we can't deal with it anymore, so good luck. What are the things I don't want to do? Be in the ER, don't want to get COVID, and I don't want to get tubed and put on a ventilator. Because if that happens, my ability to leave on my own 2 feet goes down a lot. Number 2, when I started having trouble breathing, I didn't mention it, and this makes it much more difficult later when you're having even more struggles breathing.
You can tell me anything.
Because your partner goes, why didn't you mention this before? Amnesia? That's where it's a little difficult because I'm a knucklehead and I was being too studly and I wasn't going to go to the ER. Number 3, go to the ER. If you're feeling weird, if you've got chest pain, if you're having trouble breathing, turns out I had a pneumonia. It was bacterial, it wasn't COVID, which is viral. Who knew? There was a difference. So I asked the doctors, where do you get pneumonia from?
Not drinking enough ginger teenies, for sure.
And all the answers were very obscure. Well, from breathing the air droplets like COVID. If you swallow water, it goes in the wrong tube. You can actually get pneumonia from that because you got fluid in your lungs. That's what pneumonia is. So who knew? I don't know where I got it. Nobody in my pod got sick. I don't know, but I got it. Takeaway is, even if you never get sick like me and nothing really ever happens to you medically and something starts to happen, don't suck it up. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. So if you get a ride to the ER, it's easier to get a ride. I made it much more difficult and I waited way too long to the point where I was frightened I was not going to catch a breath and I was going to pass out. When you get lung damage from the pneumonias, it takes a long time for you to get your lungs back, and it's been a couple months and I don't have my lungs back yet. So I have to work. This is fun. Can't get the green. Yes!
That was impressive.
What did we learn here? Pay attention, tell a friend, go to the ER. Thanks for watching. See you next week. We'll talk about real estate. Oh my God, real estate is crazy.